Bay is the only place to be. It's KPOO with your one and only JJ on the radio. And right now I'd like to welcome longtime KPOO friend Mr. Ronnie Stewart.
A typical day on 7th Street, hustle and bustle during the day. They would be going to all the soul food restaurants. During the 40s, 50s, it was a lot of maritime work because of the war. So Moore Shipyard, Todd Shipyard, Kaiser Shipyard, the Vallejo Shipyard, numerous shipyards. Shipbuilding industry was big. The African Americans from the South was migrating out here to work in the work in the shipyards. They worked in the fields. And the magic thing about that was all these musicians who came here to work, who wanted to get out the South, who also played instruments, they had a feel of their own, that the music that was indigenous to where they lived. So you'd have someone from Oklahoma or someone from Texas, someone from Alabama or Arkansas playing with somebody from, the Midwest. So all these sounds blended, and we call it mutt music. West Coast music is a combination of Texas blues, Mississippi Delta blues, and just, again, a common day on 7th Street would be people going into the record shops buying records, people walking from club to club, people going to the great soul food restaurants that was abundant on the street. And one would think that you'd think it's crowded in the day. At night, it would be so crowded. They said it would be like being at a baseball or football game, like at the World Series. So it was a lot of fun. It wasn't a lot of crime, as most people would think. People were friendly. Some of the merchants was ma and pa merchants. They had clothing stores. They had a boxing gym. They had a movie. They had a bowling alley. They had washateria, wash house. If you're from New York, they call it washateria. So it was and also a Bank America, and one would think that you could stay on 7th Street and not ever go off 7th Street and get everything you want, from groceries to pawn shop with rings and gold and guitars and the whole bit. So a typical day on 7th Street would be hustle and bustle of people going to work, getting ready to go to work, and preparing for the 7th Street famous nightlife. A lot of people would be in the barbershop getting a haircut, then they walk outside. They would be going to clubs such as the Slim Jenkins, the 49er, depending on the club, Miss Esther's Orbit Room, John Singerton's, on and on and on. It was probably every 20 feet or every 10 feet was a club on 7th Street. With some clubs was the highbrow, what they call black and tan. A lot of people don't know. You know what black and tan mean?
No. Did it refer to skin color?
No, black and tan means a mixed club. It means white frequent and black frequent.
Okay.
And the term came from the clubs when some clubs wouldn't allow black and tan, and some clubs would. So a lot of the politicians and officials would say we going slumming. When they say we going slumming, they would mean they're going down to 7th Street and go visit a black and tan club. Black and tan meaning a club where white patrons and black patrons mingled. So that was very interesting. We here on the West Coast, and we don't play that, but that's some of the mean issues that was in our face. But that's a typical day on 7th Street. The jukebox sending out Bobby Blue Bland songs, and the smell of fried chicken and pork chops and all the triple bypass cuisine would be, you could smell it in the air. They didn't have no ocean health hazards. They let that fried chicken blow out there so everybody could hypnotized, could go in there and get that chicken and barbecue and the cornbread and the greens, which actually, that's actually a good balanced meal. But that's the life on 7th Street. It would be people going to the domino shack, it's called, and playing dominoes. It'd be people with their bowling ball walking into the bowling alley. Again, 7th Street was a street that one didn't have to leave. Everything you needed, from the girls at night to the guitar hanging on the wall in the pawn shop, I'm just being honest, it was there. Bob Getty's recording studios was right there on the corner of 7th and Center. That's where Thrill Is Gone was made, where B.B. King's biggest hit is from the city of Oakland, 7th and Center. That's where Roy Hawkins started to write the song.
The recording studios, were they there as well?
Yes, Bob Getty's recording studio, Big Town Records,
So
was
it
there.
a big community where...
Yeah, Big Town Records was the name of his label. So that's the name of the tune when it comes to what a day was on 7th Street. Hustle and bustle of everyday life and get ready to party at night. Bo diddly, have you heard? I'm gonna buy you a market